Morning and welcome back to another episode of Fish Topi Vlog. So for this episode, it's just a continuation for the how to breed Flowerhorn series. It's going to be part 3 of the series, and for this part, I'm excited to tell you that this is where we find out if our Flowerhorn is going to lay their eggs or not, of course. So uh, I'm glad to say that I think they are going to lay their eggs maybe a few hours from now. So I'm going to show you the condition. So as you can see at the back, I've already covered up the aquarium so that no disturbance can happen for them, so that they can continue with the breeding process. Okay, so let's see the Flowerhorn inside. Let's have a peek. So here they are, guys. As you can see, you can actually see the female getting darker than the previous videos, and this is a good sign that she's about to lay her eggs, right? So for the male, as you can see, there's actually an injury on his head, and this is pretty much normal because both of them tends to be aggressive during this time or during this phase of the breeding. Okay, so and also lastly, the most obvious thing that you can observe from the female Flowerhorn is the anal tube dropping right there. So right now it's already, I think it's fully dropped, and that's the sign that she's going to lay her eggs anytime soon. Probably 1 to 2 hours from now, she's going to lay her eggs. So we hope that we can capture that moment. That's a very good part of this series, right? So again, let's see later if they can if we can see the female Flowerhorn laying her eggs. Hey, good morning, guys. This is an update on the Flowerhorn breeding, and I'm afraid there's something went wrong with the breeding. Actually, it was yesterday when you saw what you saw from the previous clip, where the female has already dropped her tube. After that, actually, we went to the Butuan Goldfish Nationals, and it's unfortunate that the female has already, but the good news is that the female has already laid her eggs, but there's something wrong with how they've done that, and I will show you now. I will show you what happened. No? So as you can see, guys, the female laid her eggs on the surface of the aquarium and not really on what we intended, where we intended them to lay the eggs, right? So both of them are very high alert right now because they're protecting their eggs. Although there's still a big chance that the eggs might hatch because they properly set it up, but the disadvantage is that we really can't move the eggs. So if they choose to attack the eggs or eat their own eggs, then we can't do anything about it. So what we can do is actually to remove the female from this setup to ensure that the male takes care of the eggs. So we hope that we still get results from this. But actually this type of things happen commonly. Maybe it was my mistake. I didn't clean or I didn't really thoroughly clean the tank before allowing them to breed. So the female Flowerhorn, instead of laying in the breeding pot, she laid
on the surface of the aquarium because it has algae, and when an aquarium has an algae, it tends to be or to have a much more rough surface than when it is clean. So really the flower horn just laid her eggs, a lot of it actually, probably thousands of eggs right there. Let's zoom that in a bit. Okay, you can see that. Yeah, so we really can't determine yet if these eggs will hatch, but anyway, so what we can do is to just allow them to do their thing, or uh, do what they need to do in order for these eggs to hatch. Okay, so okay, so I think that's it for this update, and fortunately we were not able to capture the when exactly the female laid her eggs. But anyway, I will give you an update once the eggs hatch or not. So hopefully, guys, we can still get good results from this.